Okay, in this one we're going to be covering a few different phrases. How to say I'm sorry, how to say excuse me in different ways, how to say give me just a minute. So the first word that I need to attempt to write is this one here, which would be written, or pronounced, I mean, as 죄송 합니다. If I can find it, there we go. 죄송합니다. Now there's two things that are important in this phrase. Oh, first of all, it literally means I'm sorry. Basically, you're literally saying I am sorry. So just like when we said before when we said 감사합니다, you're saying 감사, which means thank you, and 합니다, which means I do. So again, we have this word here, 죄송, and this phrase here, 합니다. 합니다 is just meaning I do, I am doing it. And 죄송 is apologies or sorry. So 죄송합니다, I am sorry. This character here I don't like, because something that I think I always need to remember, that character there is O, and that character there is I. So naturally you'd think it would be OI, but it's not. It becomes E, 죄송. So it's joe. That's just how it's pronounced. So it's just remembering that when you have these two together, you have a joe, an E sound rather than a OI sound. There's also this character, which you would basically write as B or P. So you'd think that when you're saying this, you'd say hab or hap. So your first instinct is to say 죄송합니다 or 죄송합니다. But this thing here, that little this character, is known as a bilabial stop, I believe. Have I spelt it right? Yes. And it's, well, in fact, when in English, when you say the word stop, you don't say stop. You don't aspirate the P at the end. The P becomes incredibly soft. So stop. You can barely hear the P at the end. That's what that is. So the word stop itself has a bilabial stop, which is the P. And in this character here, this BP character becomes incredibly soft. So it's almost as if you're saying 죄송합니다. It's as if it's an M. It's not, but it kind of sounds like it. So 죄송합니다, I am sorry. You say it very quickly and it kind of comes across like that. So you need, one thing to remember is that you can't use this. If someone says, oh, my dog died, you can't say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because if you say 죄송합니다, it's as if you are apologizing for the death of the dog or the death of the pet. So it has to be used only in a sort of sincere apology for something you have done, rather than you say, I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry about your situation. Because that's like you admitting guilt, which is not what you want. You can also use it, however, when you're getting through. It can almost be used as excuse me. Again, I guess in English, when you're sort of elbowing your way through a crowd of people and you're in a hurry, you'd say, excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. So it's used in the same way, 죄송합니다, when you're trying to be polite but sort of apologize for getting in people's way. Now, another phrase that I use all the time. It is written like this. It should be quite easy to write if I can find it. Ooh, that's not it at all. it should be something like this. Yeah, 저기. Or if you wanted to write it in a 존댓말 form, you would be saying 저기요. Oops. It should be written like this. Use this all the time because it's literally, if we translate it directly, you are saying, it's kind of, 저기 means over there. So if you direct this at somebody, you're basically saying, hey, you over there, give me your attention. So this is, but it's polite. It doesn't sound polite, but it is. So this is what you would say to a waiter. Or you're in a restaurant and you're ready to order, so you'd say 저기요, and they'll instantly come over to you. Or you're in a bar and you want to be served, you say 저기요, you mean you there, I'm here. Again, it doesn't sound polite, but it is. And it's like, give me your attention. So, yeah. Again, it translates sort of directly to over there, but it means you over there, look at me, give me your attention. So it's a way of politely getting someone's attention. There are a few other phrases, some of which I use often and some of which I don't, but they all have very similar sort of meanings to them. So the first one we would have is, again, not that, because that's English. It would be jam, if I can find it. Yeah, 잠시만요. 잠시만요, I think. Yeah, ooh, that's not correct, because that's the yeah. So it should be that, except with the sort of S character at the front. Okay. Okay, let's do this again, shall we? 잠시. Ooh. 잠시만요. Again, it's the 존댓말 form because we have 요 at the end. This one effectively translates to just a second. So you're getting ready and someone's like, hey, hurry up, come on, we've got to leave. You say, 잠시만요, just a second, give me just a second. Another phrase that effectively means the same thing, which is one that I use all the time. It looks very different, but it's the same type of meaning. So it would be for God's sake. It would be jam. We need to use a double thing like that. Oh dear. I wonder if that works. Can we just do that? No. Huh. I need to get this character twice. And I'm not entirely sure how to do it. One moment. Well, this is incredibly annoying. We're basically saying 잠깐, but this character and this character should be written together. 잠깐만요. And written like that. There we go. 잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. Same as just a second. You can say 잠깐만. That's the 존댓말 form, the impolite form. 잠깐만. But if you're being polite, 잠깐만요. It's annoying though, because that should not be written like that. But currently, I'm not entirely sure how to get that character to appear like that. But don't worry. So another one that we have here would be written as Joseong Hamnida. It's the same one. That's the one we've just done. Joseong Hamnida, saying I'm sorry. And that's it, really. Yeah. So Joseong Hamnida, again, Hamnida meaning I am doing, but you pronounce it as Hamnida rather than Habnida or Hapnida because of the bilabial stop here. Joseong is apologies or sorry, so you're saying sorry, I am doing, so you're saying I'm sorry. These ignoring that j character, these two create a sound rather than oi sound. Jogyo meaning over there, but you're literally saying you over there, give me your attention, so it's a way of bringing people over to you politely. Janchimanyo, just a second, again it's polite. Jamkamanyo, same thing, meaning it's just give me just a second. So you can kind of use different ones. But so yeah, Jamshimanyo and Jamshimanyo and Jakamanyo, kind of interchangeable. You can just use them in any way you like. I prefer using this one, just because I've become used to it. But you cannot use Joseong Hamnida in any way you want. So you can't use it, as I said, to say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry that this happened to you, because that's you admitting guilt. But if you do something that you want to apologize for, then you'd say Joseong Hamnida. I wonder if I can try and work out how to do this. It's these two, but together. So you want to say like kan. It's like that, but they should be at the same time, but they're not. I may have to work that out. Oh, I just found it. Oh my god. It was hidden on the R key. Aha. Perfect. I think. Yeah. Jamkama. There we go. So we're effectively writing these. We're writing this. It was on the same key as that one. And then you do shift. And then it's there. Ah, no, wait a minute. Ah, yes, okay. So the reason I got confused is because I was thinking that basically this character and this character were the same, but they're not. This first one makes a g sound, effectively, and this one makes a sort of harsher k noise. As does these two. See, that's the problem. There's a lot of, I think, for non-Korean speakers, differentiating between these three is difficult. So I think some of them are lighter and some of them are harsher. So this one, I think, pretty much creates a G sound, g, but then I'm pretty certain these create a k noise, but I'd have to practice to work out how different they are in the middle of speaking. So, now that we've worked out how to write those at least, one last time, Joseong Hamnida, I'm sorry. This is a bilabial stop, so it's not hub, it's hum. Jogyo, polite way of getting someone's attention. Jamshimanyo, just a second. Jakamanyo, just a second. Jakamankan, sorry. That's not right. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's correct. There we go. So yeah, that's it for this one.